Welcome back to Signal 2021 and our second annual Asia edition. We have a great set of sessions for you, and we had an amazing earlier day today with so many incredible speakers. If you missed any of it, you'll be able to see it on our Signal 360 media platform soon. But we're so glad you're with us now for the 10th anniversary of P&G Signal. A few quick notes. We welcome you to engage in the polls and the chat on the Hop-In platform that surrounds the feed that you're seeing now. And we ask you to tag your social posts with that hashtag PGSignal. But we're going to kick things off now with two leaders from P&G. So please welcome Mathew Price, the president of P&G China, and Suranjan, the president of P&G Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa. Welcome to you both, gentlemen. Good to see you here on the Signal stage.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. It's, of course, evening here in Cincinnati, but, you know, what's a 12-hour time difference anyways? I'm sure you're all used to these kinds of meetings across the date, as it were, the international date line. Let's start with you, Suran. It's the second annual Asia edition of Signal. What are your goals for this year's version?
Thank you, John. First of all, I don't think Mathew and I will ever say that we can ever get used to the time zone difference. It's a pleasure to be back for the second Asia edition of Signal. I really appreciate the opportunity to give our folks in Asia Pacific, the Middle East and Africa, and in Greater China the chance to experience this great event in our time zone. I think this year's theme of always learning, always leading is spot on. My goal for this year's event is to explore how we can amplify our learnings of the past 18 months, particularly when it comes to digital commerce, consumer trends, and the future of our workforce. We like to stay a step ahead of what's next, and this year's program gives us a great opportunity to tap into some of the world's leading minds and do just that.
Excellent. Mathew, what's special about the upcoming program? What do you hope the audience will take away?
Well, firstly, I'm very sorry that I have not been able to see anybody physically for the last, I haven't seen Suran physically, I think, for nearly 20 months, but I hope that Suran finds the digital Mathew almost as engaging as the real, authentic, physical Mathew.
I miss you, man.
Yeah, I miss you, Suran. I'm like Suran, we want the external environment is moving so fast in China that we continue to want to bring the external inside. We also want to accelerate how our employees are using our digital capabilities, and we want them to see what's possible in the future. We have three presentations from China. We have Mr. Yang from Dada, which is a retail demand delivery platform. They are present in over 2,600 cities, and they work with the top 70 retailers. So he will be talking to us. We also have Dr. Fan from Unicom. 5G is developing very quickly in China. There's over 300 million users, and they tend to spend 5 hours more per week on their mobile than normal people, and normal people are spending 6 hours a day. And then we have Tom Ye from our plant in Huangpu. Digitization is transforming the way that we're supplying our customers, and we see the supply chain combined with digitization is really a source of huge competitive advantage for us. If you remember, the ratings and reviews, the first thing that consumers and shoppers talk about is how good the service is.
Excellent. Now, you know, I was listening to the shout-outs earlier from our DJ Blaze. There are folks from all over the world tuned in right now. So they may not know, you know, everything there is to know about the regions that you represent. So can you both take a minute and tell us a little bit about your regions, maybe a few unique attributes?
Can we go first, Mathew? Or do you want to go with your exciting China?
Yeah, you go first. You're pretty exciting.
See, this is why I miss Mathew so much. The fun fact about PNG, Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa is that we're a region of extreme contrast. Our region covers over half the world's population. We serve consumers in around 105 countries, all the way from Japan to Morocco, 14 time zones, from highly sophisticated modern retail and digital commerce to locally owned stalls and kiosks, from consumers in dense cityscapes to sprawling natural landscapes. It's a region of extreme contrast. Yet we take pride in our ability to leverage the scale to serve our consumers better than anyone else. Again, better than anyone else, and harness the huge opportunities. The other thing to note about PNG, Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa is that we're a region of diversity. We have about 17,000 colleagues representing 80 different nationalities and hundreds of different cultures, languages, and backgrounds. We believe in the power of reflecting the diversity of our consumers. We relish the opportunity to understand our consumers' needs and shopping habits and delight them with our superior products. We're passionately committed to equality and inclusion. This year, we held our largest ever gender equality summit that We See Equal in partnership with the United Nations Women. Our teams are actively progressing the dialogues and actions needed to drive true equality inside and outside PNG.
Thank you, Suran. Mathew, tell us about your region, China.
Well, China is really an amazing place in terms of digitization. I'll just give you some facts. Over 45% of our business is e-commerce, and it was around 10% 6 years ago. And now with home delivery, a lot of the O2O retailers are now doing home delivery. Before COVID hit, this was between 5 and 10% of their business. It's now 25%, and Walmart is 45%. A lot of them are delivering within 30 minutes. And as you know, Chinese like fresh food. So if you order home delivery from Walmart, the fish turns up flapping on the back of the bike. The service that you, very high. Most e-commerce in China, 90% of it on mobile. So this means everything has to be shown vertically. We can't have control landscape radio work anymore. I have not used cash for 3 years, and I have not personally used a credit card for 3 years. Everything is done digitally. Even government here is highly digital. If you want a new ID card or a new driving license in the UK, if I want a new driving license, I have to send it off. They lose it in 8 weeks and they send it back. Here you can go to an electronic machine and it will give you the driving license there, do all of the biometrics. This means that from a business point of view, we have to develop our own apps. We had 15 apps that were developed by IT organization 4 years ago, over 80 apps. So digitization is now really a way of doing this for us in China. And if we don't, you have to stay ahead, otherwise you're behind very, very quickly.
Thank you. We're just having a bit of trouble hearing you, but I think I got most of that. I want to give both of you an opportunity just to tell your colleagues and all who are listening, what you hope people get from both this edition of Signal and the day we have for everybody tomorrow as well. We can start with you, Suran.
Yeah. Again, this is a tremendous event with the theme of always learning, always leading. And this is so spot on in these times. Again, Mathew mentioned how we have not been able to see each other in over a year. But during these times, we have grown. We have grown so much as individuals, as a team, as a business. It's remarkable. And what I'd like folks to get out of this is how we can, work even better, do the business even better, in some ways in a better normal. There's so much that coming out of the pandemic that we're going to do differently and better. And this event is I think is a step towards that.
Excellent. Mathew, final words?
Well, I think what I said before, we look at a lot of the digitization that we've done internally, and we're very proud of it. But frankly, what really matters is, are we winning versus the best competition? So I'm hoping this will bring the outside in so that we can really see what's happening in the industry. The second thing is we want to raise the bar on people's DQ. We want people to use the apps that we have. I said we have 85. They're not all being used by everybody. We want everybody to use them on a daily basis to make their work better. And we want to inspire new ideas from marketing, from logistics, from go-to-market, so that we can continue to win in China. So I see this as a critical catalyst for change.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for helping us kick off this edition of the Asia edition of Signal. And I hope you two can meet together in person soon. And maybe even next year on a Signal stage.